You guys being good back there? We're trying Joy out in the back seat today. Seeing if she can not bark in my ear the entire time. You gonna be good back there, Joy? Probably not. I should be occupied if nothing else, Joy.
This motherfucker's ideas sound like high people ideas. Like he doesn't think these things through before he tells us. He just tells us what he's thinking as soon as it occurs to him. This shit sounds nuts. I'm gonna go to China and I'm gonna get those jobs from China and bring them back here to America. For what, nigga? So iPhones can be $9,000? Leave that job in China where it belongs. None of us want to work that hard. What the fuck is he thinking? I want to wear Nikes. I don't want to make them shits. What the fuck are you doing? Stop trying to give us Chinese jobs. This motherfucker's ideas sound like high people ideas. Like he doesn't think these things through before he tells us. He just tells us what he's thinking as soon as it occurs to him. This shit sounds nuts. I'm gonna go to China and I'm gonna get those jobs from China and bring them back here to America. For what, nigga? So iPhones can be $9,000? Leave that job in China where it belongs. None of us want to work that hard. What the fuck is he thinking? I want to wear Nike.
Oh my gosh, the measuring cup.
stop lights are out, and the Tesla is not stopping for them like it should. Technically, it should stop like it's I know, that's bullshit, Joy. Even do you know that? That's okay. We're okay. Don't bark at me for it.
This April. That is deception on every level. It's just me and my family.
Pretty much what it is.
Cheaters can't escape the truth. Or Tammy. Finally, Act Unfaithful returns with all new episodes. Tuesday, April 15th at 9.
Joy, I put you back there so you would not bark at me.
Two changes.
The 3-row luxury TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough, so they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you build an all-pretzel pantry. With a biometric security system. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades, elevated design for thoughtful living. Thuma.
Shipping 10,000 packages a month can feel chaotic.
Relax. There's ShipStation.
ShipStation lets you receive orders and process shipments all in one place. Your team can ship more orders faster by automating tasks. With ShipStation, your team is happy, and so are your customers. Start your free trial today at ShipStation.com.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday? Introducing MyPay from Chime. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. Get paid when you say. With MyPay, get started at Chime.com.
Choose Advil Liquid Gels for faster, stronger, and longer-lasting relief than Tylenol Rapid Release Gels. Because Advil targets pain at the source of inflammation. So for faster pain relief, Advil, the pain away.
Burger King has a deal for all. $5 duo answers hunger's call. $7 trio, more options for y'all. Which one will you choose? Abby K. Have it your way.
Journalism is in a state of crisis, but in this new media landscape, new stars are emerging every day. So to find out who some of them are, we go to Jordan Klepper in our new segment, News to Meet You.
Tonight, we highlight a journalist who has quickly established himself as the new paragon of the free press. Chief White House correspondent for Real America's Voice, Brian Glenn, who recently made a name for himself when he pressed Ukraine President Zelensky on a matter of global importance.
Why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit.
Thank you. Finally, the questions that matter. Now, most lamestream reporters would never dream of asking a question like that. They'd call it stupid or unnecessary or Jesus Christ, Brian, the man's fighting for his country's survival. What kind of question is that?
Some sort of conspiracy. It's some sort of great conspiracy. The globalists are conspiring to hurt Donald Trump. No, what's happening and playing out is exactly what everyone predicted would play out if you oppose tariffs. It's not some sort of conspiracy.
Eric Erickson, not right about everything, but sure right about that, Mike Barnacle. Refreshingly candid take as to the level of dishonesty on the right. The first 2 days, Fox News pretended like this wasn't even happening. They're starting to talk about it in the last day or so. But we know the conservative echo chamber, and at least so far, Republicans are willing just to close their eyes and let President Trump do what he wants.
Well, they have their own America. It's not the real America. It's not the America that average people live in each and every day. Pablo, 80 days into his presidency. It's been 80 days since Donald Trump was sworn in on January.
80 years, I believe you were saying.
Yeah, it seems like 80 years. But he was handed at noontime on January 20th the strongest economy in the world, by far. And since then, it's only taken 80 days before he has covered that economy, our economy, the American economy, with a blanket of uncertainty. And now you have all of these billionaires in his cabinet running around talking about, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, tariffs are going to be okay.
Yeah.
And, they get scared when the stock market plummets. They hear everything around the stock market, but I would submit to you that the stock market is not the real economy. It's not. The real economy is your weekly paycheck, my weekly paycheck, the weekly paycheck of people who live in this country and work hard every week, every day. Now, we are confronted with the possibility that the whole thing might crash down because of only one guy, the President of the United States.
Yeah, look, the question of what is the economy, is it the market, is it what Main Street feels? All of that is jeopardized by this. And what was so scary, Mike, was in Trump's remarks behind that dais, behind that podium on that dais last night, was actually a modicum of intellectual honesty. He loves getting phone calls.
Sir.
He loves being the guy who people grovel to.
Sir,
please help us. And so if that's actually the thing behind the principle that people say a lot but don't fully understand, why does Trump care about tariffs for 4 decades? Well, it's because he thinks that if he gets incoming from the world, he can make a series of deals that are better. And what's scary, John, is that this reminds me of sports in a very frightening way. So I'm familiar with what it's like when a team tanks, when a team loses games on purpose in the near term, because long term, they're gonna get a draft pick. They're gonna get a star. The rules of sports are actually incentivized to do this. But I think politically what you're seeing, certainly in Congress, is the realization that, as in sports, the head of the team that chooses to lose in the near term often isn't around when there are benefits to reap from that long-term strategy down the road. And they are terrified that even if this creationism is actually biology, that they're not going to be too late. And that is just bad strategy, bad politics, bad economics.
I would submit that the difference between the sports metaphor that you were just talking about and the reality that we're talking about here this morning is that there's a level of cruelty involved here that affects ordinary people.
Yes.
All three of us, Jonathan, know about New England. We grew up in New England. We're familiar with New England. Those factories alongside the Connecticut River or the Merrimack River, they're never coming back. And yet part of the president's plan is factories are going to be rebuilt. More people are going to flow into factories and work. That's not going to happen.
My hometown of Lowell, Massachusetts, those factories still there. They've been turned into other things.
Yeah.
That's how the economy changes. Those that are meant to still be manufacturing in other cities in New England still sit empty. And the problem with this is there's no, to complete the sports analogy, no Victor Wembanyama necessarily coming here and tanking for that outcome. It's not going to help everyone. And Mika, a little bit of news here. As we note, to echo Pablo's point here, part of the reason why President Trump loves tariffs so much is that it's something he can do unilaterally. He does because Congress isn't getting in the way. It's simply an expansion of executive power. Some aides have told me that in recent days, and we've got some news just in from our friends at CNBC in response to what we've been talking about. China has just slapped retaliatory tariffs of 84% on U.S. goods in response to what President Trump has done. 84%.
I mean, okay, here we go. The full-blown trade war. Yeah, prices are going to surge, and who's going to suffer? Not Elon Musk or Peter Navarro. The president's trade advisor, Musk, and Navarro, they're clashing over the Trump administration's tariff policies, exposing this rift inside the president's inner circle. And you can see why Musk would have this point of view. He's running a number of companies that are suffering. The two started fighting last week. It comes as the Bloomberg Billionaires Index reports that Musk has lost about $31 billion since the tariffs went into effect on April 2nd. Tesla shares have also plummeted for 4 straight days. Over the weekend, Musk suggested Navarro had more ego than brains. The president's trade advisor sought to brush off that comment on CNBC on Monday, but also criticized the Tesla CEO.
When it comes to tariffs and trade, we all understand in the White House, and the American people understand, that Elon's a car manufacturer. But he's not a car manufacturer. He's a car assembler in many cases. He's a car person. That's what he does. And he wants the cheap foreign parts, and we understand that. But we want him home. We want him home for our national security, economic security, and everything's good with Elon.
So Musk responded to that with a series of social media posts yesterday, calling Navarro a moron and, quote, a dumber than a sack of bricks. He also defended his electric vehicle company, writing Tesla is the most vertically integrated auto manufacturer in America. You know what, Stephanie? You know what I don't hear them talking about? I don't hear the president either talking about the working American right now, who is going to bear the brunt of all of this. These guys are going to be fine. All of them. It's incredible. And yet, to me, there is one option here, and that's for Republicans and Democrats to get together and do something. Why wouldn't they do something today?
Because they're afraid of the president retaliating. And that's what countries around the world are watching. And when we talked about democracy being at risk before the election, this is what it looks like. Because in an autocracy, business leaders, government leaders are afraid to tell the president the truth, because their risk management metrics have showed them that the pain that they're experiencing from the tariffs is less than the pain they'll experience if the president comes for them. Now, let's be clear. Elon Musk is not going to go broke, but this is definitely hurting his business in Tesla. What he's experienced over the last 10 weeks is the destruction of his own brand, where you're seeing countries like Poland reconsider their Starlink contracts. But let's just go back to this Peter Navarro, Elon Musk battle. That's just a silly sideshow, but it is important to walk through what's crazy that's happened in the market in the last 72 hours. It was mentioned a few minutes ago, is this jockeying? Who's close to the president right now? Is it Scott Bessent, who truly understands markets? Let's make sure he's in the room. Or is it Howard Lutnick, who would sell ice to an Eskimo on their last $2? Or is it Peter Navarro, who is considered in the business world a kook, a whack? Right? Remember, Donald Trump found Elon Musk because, Peter Navarro, because during his first term, Jared Kushner was desperately searching for anyone in the economics universe whose views were aligned with Donald Trump's, which are outdated and not rooted in truth. And he plucked Peter Navarro. And so here you have Peter Navarro saying, we don't need foreign parts. One of the reasons cars are manufactured in the United States, then it goes to Mexico, then it goes to Canada, not because we don't want American workers to have jobs, because what we want is smart, efficient car manufacturing. We want to optimize manufacturing, and that's what we've done. And the last point on manufacturing, there are not millions of Americans dying to get back on an assembly line. When Howard Lutnick, who's completely disconnected from what the American worker, we don't have a labor shortage in this country. One of the reasons we need so many immigrants here is because we do not have Americans that are willing or need to take those lower wage jobs. And when Howard Lutnick says it's going to be all robotics, those parts are made overseas. And if you're to work in a robotics-led factory, you need to have high-level skills. So the entire argument that we're hearing from a Peter Navarro or a Howard Lutnick or the president isn't rooted in truth. And this hope that Scott Bessent is going to come in and save the day, that's what Wall Street is hanging on. My goodness, you're trading billions and billions of dollars based on the hope that Scott's chair is a little bit closer to the president's in the Oval Office. That's betting a lot on a wish.
But Stephanie, I don't see Scott Bessent doing anything except telling people to sit back and take it. I mean, tell us about him, because I've met him, and I also know a lot of people who are really well versed in our financial system, the economy, money, who were really excited when Scott Bessent was chosen to be our
You're supposed to be quiet back there.
Were they wrong?
Go lay down,
him and
like Jethro.
Could he possibly be in support of this?
Scott Bessent is a super smart, super successful guy. But the idea right now that he's going to save the day, right now people are wishing that Gary Cohn and Jared Kushner were back in the White House. Because it's not about do you understand economics or not, and Scott does. It's who's going to tell the president no and convince him not to do this. I think maybe the most important thing to remember is nothing changed in the last 4 years. So the idea that 4 years ago, the only thing Donald Trump got done on trade was that USMCA with Canada and Mexico, which was just a tweaking of NAFTA, okay? The question is now, why would President Trump make his first order of business before deregulation, before tax cuts, which could be growth spurring for business? Why would he lead with this trade war? What rational thing happened in the last 4 years to launch this war? Nothing. This is the president's historic belief in ecosystem that we're getting ripped off from the 80s, and it's not rooted in truth. And the argument that this guy loves having foreign countries and business leaders call him and make deals. Remember, as a business person, he wasn't a good deal maker. If you look back on when he was doing deals in the past, his counterparts would be willing to lie to make it sound like Trump got a better deal, so that's what he could say in the New York Post the day after negotiating the deal. In business after business, in some Donald Trump was going bankrupt, but in others he would lose control of his business and end up getting diluted just to own just a few percent of
Joy,
his businesses
stop.
because he doesn't know how to manage them. So this idea that he's even the art of the deal guy, all of them know it's not the truth, and it's why Wall Street is hoping Scott will save the day. But my goodness, then I guess you're hoping the Easter Bunny and Santa are showing up tomorrow with the tooth fairy.
Yeah, and Steph, you just mentioned Gary Cohn. I'm reminded of an incident in the first term when Trump and Cohn spoke in the Oval Office, and Gary Cohn tried to talk to him about why Americans would prefer not to have manufacturing jobs. They simply don't want those jobs.
No.
They'd rather be in an office.
Go lay down.
This is what Cohn told Trump. Trump simply didn't hear it. And Mike,
cut it out.
just an update to our breaking news here about China raising retaliatory tariffs.
See, you're tired. Go to
US stock
sleep.
futures have dropped sharply.
Joy.
Why not? Hey, J. Mark, among us here this morning, you're the only one really who goes out around the country a lot. That's your job. So out in the country, let's talk about the Chinese, what they did today. We don't ship sneakers or anything like that to China. We send grain, we send food, we send stuff from the middle of this country. So if you go out in the middle of this country and you talk to the average person, they have no idea who these billionaires are they see on TV surrounding Trump. And Trump...
This song used to put her to sleep.
Joy's over there in her incredible clothes. She had silver silk shimmering down to her toes. I was doing the best that I can, I suppose. But that little girl dancer eventually grows. She grows. You can imagine all the times that I tried to uncover the source of the tears that you cried. Let's throw it away and just go for a ride. And you'd say okay, but you'd keep it inside. And I tried.
Baby, stop.
I tried.
You gotta be quiet.
I tried. We want you to be happy. Don't live inside the gloom. We want you to be happy. Come step outside your room. We want you to be happy. 'Cause this is your song too. I never thought I could have it so good. You were the song that my soul understood. But time is a river that flows through the woods, and it led us to places we both understood would be gone before too long. Would be gone before too long. When we were young, we thought life was a game, but then somebody leaves you and you're never the same. All of the places and people belong to the puzzle, but one of the pieces is gone. It's you.
you that. No. 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 I see what you're doing. Stop.
Creek back in 1995. I think it was June, maybe July, but Jerry was still alive. All the kids in the parking lot, they tore that fence down, and I blamed them for the second show getting canceled. I really wanted to go. I saved up all of my dough. I didn't go to any other shows, and I got my tickets MO, and I never missed a
Joy.
Creek show.
No.
From 89 to 95, I was happy just to be alive. My yearly Indiana vacation, that was cut short by a bunch of jealous party bashing, buzz thrashing, gate crashing, stinky bastards. And if you're one of them, and you hear this song, fuck you, you cocksucking motherfucker. Fuck you, you cocksucking motherfucker. Fuck you, 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 she knows that she don't care. She dances on stage in her underwear. She's teasing us.
No, we're not playing with the ball right now, Joy. Sorry. I'm driving.
She jumped into that cop car and she turned on the flashing lights. She left that American engine and then peeled away out of sight. She thought it was too easy, so she let the siren blast. She cracked down the window.
No,
and sang when
not
she
now.
saw that
Later.
plane blow back her. Woo, woo. And she realized there was a German Shepherd in the back. She pulled right through the drive-thru, bought that bitch a Big Mac. Named that sweet dog Stella, BFF's favorite day. And if that dog could talk, this is what she'd say. That's just how she goes. She goes all the time. She's hot like burning coal, chasing shine with wine. She knows that she knows that she don't care. She dances around the store in her underwear. She's shoplifting my soul. That's just how she rolls. She threw a brake on the gas pedal. She was steering with her feet. Half of her body hanging out of the window, doing 90 down the side street. She had one foot on the wheel. She had one foot cranking the tube. Noodle dancing with her hands. She was as crazy as it does this moves. She quotes Ricky Bobby. She says, "You ain't first, you last." She don't care what you do, as long as you do it fast. She rode that road to the road, run out, and the whole time having a blast. She and Stella would have died that night if they hadn't run out of gas. That's just how she rolls. She rolls all the time. She's hot like burning coal, chasing shine with wine. She knows that she don't care. Dances around me and being her underwear. She is waiting on my soul. That's just how she rolls. That's just how she rolls. She rolls all the time. She's hot like burning coal, chasing shine with wine. She knows that she don't care. Dances around church in her underwear. She is praying on my soul. That's just how she rolls.
This is Central Control. We have the entire area under electronic surveillance. In addition to closely TV scanners, we have directional microphones in every room.
It's God, let's go. The story will unfold. Sometimes you have to scream, let out a little steam. All dangers aside, we're here to take that ride. I'm a shaman in your eyes, shaman in your arms. We're all the world's here, the sleeping.
be dangerous. But all he does is lie around and read poetry. The slick, smooth, fast-talking.
All right.
It's blowing from the underland. Some lines in the sand. Listen for the voice. At last you have no choice. It's scarlet and it's gold across the threshold. Sometimes you have to scream, let off a little steam. Our dangers aside, we're here to take them. Shining in your arms, shining in your arms. For all the world is here, the sleeping finally feel. I can stop the floods, the burning of the fields. I'm in your holy shield, a shaman in your arms. Just repeat my charm, shaman in your arms. Where all the world is here, the sleeping finally feel. I can stop the floods, the burning of the fields. I'm in your holy shield, shaman in your arms.
I don't take the credit. It's a gift. Some people have got it. I haven't. Thank you. And good night.
How many turns is it going to take to get into this parking spot? Come on, hurry up. I need to go get my coffee. You are a troublemaker. Joy, what did you tear up? Everything? And then some? You're lucky you're so cute. But we gotta work on this